Hey guys, welcome back to my Facebook page. This is Colleen Laver, creator of HelloColleenLaver.com, and today's training video is actually going to be a two-part series. So I'm going to do part one today, and I'm going to do part two on Saturday. And part one of two is really going to dive into who you're talking to, right? So chances are you might have a Facebook page already set up, or perhaps you already have a blog or a website established, or maybe you're working on that as you're building your business online and establishing your brand. But what I'm diving into today is going to specifically talk about who you are talking to. Who is your ideal customer, or in the marketing world, it's specifically called, who is your avatar? And I'm going to dive into exactly how to figure that out in this video. And then on part two on Saturday, I'm going to dive into really taking that avatar and that ideal customer and really crafting your target audience or your niche within your marketing system. So if you are new here to my Facebook page and have no idea who I am, I'm Colleen Laver, and I help network marketers build and duplicate their network marketing business online. So if you are new to my fan page, as you're coming on, drop me a comment below. Tell me where you are coming from. And as you can see here, the lighting here, I typically do these on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. It's really, really light, or it's really getting dark out. Summer's coming to an end, so I might have to shift the times a little bit, or maybe invest in getting some more lighting as I do these training videos, because I have a feeling in a couple weeks it's going to be really, really dark around this time. So anyway, drop me a comment below. Tell me where you're coming from, and also if you have ever created a avatar or your ideal customer, drop me a 1 below. I'm just curious to see who in my community has ever done this exercise before, or maybe you have and you're looking for some clarity to further refine that. Which brings me to my second point. You probably one thing to notice, you might do this exercise obviously right when you're starting out and you're building your brand online, but chances are you're probably going to do this exercise over and over and over again. So this is a really good training video to break out your notebook, take some notes, because I'm going to dive into exactly kind of the roadmap that I take when I'm developing my avatar or my ideal customer. All right, so let's dive right in. So why is it important to determine who that target or that ideal customer is? Who is that avatar? And I kind of want to relate it back to an example. So I spoke a little bit about this, I think it was last week. I talked about how important it is to define in your fan page or your Facebook page who you are targeting, and be very, very specific. So if I go to visit a Facebook page or a blog or a website of a business, small business, online business, I want to know exactly within seconds if I'm going to get value from that page. And so this is really going to tie into that. But why is it so important? Is you want to have specificity in your ideal customer and who your avatar is, because the last thing that you want is to be so broad in who you're talking to that no one knows. People who visit your page or people who visit your website have no idea what you're talking about. So imagine this. Say you went to a doctor and maybe you go to a podiatrist, or maybe you go to a heart doctor. Would you go to a doctor who specializes in multiple areas of medicine? So would you go to a heart doctor and say, well, actually, I'm also a podiatrist and I also do brain surgery on the side? No, you would kind of lose, the doctor would kind of lose the authority in that market, right? So that's another really key aspect of why you want to really narrow down on who you're specifically marketing. marketing to and who that ideal customer is because you want to know exactly who you're talking to, and you wouldn't want them coming to you thinking that you're kind of a jack of all trades, right? So that's exactly the opposite of where we want to get to. You want to establish yourself as an authority figure in a very, very specific focus area for your business. All right, so let's dive into the exercise. So make sure you have some note paper, or just a whiteboard. I recommend if you have like a big whiteboard, this might be a really good exercise to do. So wherever your network marketing company is, maybe it's, beauty products, maybe it's health and wellness, maybe it's traveling, or, whatever it is. For the purpose of this exercise, I'm going to specifically talk about the health and wellness. It's a pretty common industry. So for this example, I'm going to go through that. So what you want to do is you want to take a piece of paper, maybe in landscape, so lengthwise across, and I want you to draw in columns and 5 specific rows. So you're kind of creating a grid, or if you're in your whiteboard, you kind of draw a grid. It can have as many columns as you want, and you're going to fill in those columns. And in the rows, in your 5 individual rows, I want you to write who, what, where, when, why. And I'm going to walk you through how to fill that in as we go through this. So in the health and wellness industry, so maybe what you're going to fill in the very top of your columns, you're going to label each column a specific benefit of your product, service, or opportunity, whatever you are wanting to market. And those benefits, what the underlying thing that you're trying to get to is what is the ultimate problem, specific problem that you're trying to solve. So each column is going to have each individual benefit and a specific problem. And so that's where I want you to start for now. For this example, if you are in the health and wellness area of network marketing, maybe let's just pick weight loss, because it's a pretty easy topic to think of, and it's pretty common within the network marketing industry. So maybe benefit 1 might be your weight loss, right? People who are looking for a weight loss solution. And as you're going down the list in each row, remember it's who, what, where, when, and why. And you're going to fill in each of those blocks for each benefit as you walk through this exercise. So let's say who. So who, you want to be very, very specific. Is your ideal customer a male or a female? Are they, what is their age group? Or a specific age. What is their marital status? Are they single? Are they married? Do they have kids, right? So these are like general attributes of your ideal customer. The next row is your what. So what, maybe what pains do they have? What fears do the people have with regards to to that weight loss benefit? What challenges do they face? What ultimately do they desire, right? They're probably going to want to lose, X number of pounds, or maybe they just want to try to tone up and lose body fat. So those are the types of in the what category. And maybe some of their pains or fears, maybe they're fearful that whatever weight loss solution that they have, it might work for a few weeks and then it might not work, or their fear is that they might plateau in their weight loss journey. So these are things that you just want to jot down. There is no right or wrong answer. The objective of this exercise is just to simply write as many ideas and topics that you can come up with, and then video 2 on Saturday, I'm also going to talk about kind of narrowing it down and really driving into what your target market and who your target audience is going to be, and defining that niche. So just keep that in the back of your mind. The objective of this is just to write as many ideas that come to mind walking through it. So the next area, who, what, where. So where. So maybe where did these particular people hang out? Where does your ideal customer hang out? Maybe they go to the gym. What type of gym do they go to? Depending on what age group or demographic, they might go to specific gyms. Maybe where do they shop? Perhaps where do they work? So these are the types of things that you can start thinking about. Just jotting them down. Maybe what types of books or magazines do they read, right? So these are the types of things that you want to put down under the category where. Who, what, where, why. So, or when and why. So when, this I think of a time frame. So you can think of this as, what stage of their life might they be looking for a weight loss solution? So this is a really good topic. So weight loss, maybe they've just gone through a lifestyle change. So a good example is my personal story. So I started out in my early career. I was in the military, very active all the time. About 3 years ago, I transitioned out of the military, and I had a huge lifestyle shift. So maybe kind of think of it in that terms, or maybe what stage of their career are they in, right? Oftentimes you see, just as an example, sometimes people see in network marketing, they're kind of in that 25 to 35 age group. To the weight loss example, maybe they've been struggling their whole life with the weight loss, and they've had it. So maybe they're kind of in that college, maybe they've just gotten out of college type of time frame. So think about who you're looking to target. So that's the when category, and the why category is probably one of the most important categories. This topic, I really want you to think about the emotional feelings that your ideal customer would have. So you really want to get at the emotions and the feelings that your customer has. So over weight loss. So this is a really good topic. So maybe your ideal customer is looking for weight loss because, they want to feel more confident in their own skin, or they want to look and feel better about themselves, getting in a more healthy lifestyle for their family, so they can be there and, provide a better image for their kids as they're growing up. So you could really kind of go through and really expand on this, and don't feel like you have to walk through this exercise all at once, which is another really good idea. If you have a big whiteboard, write it all down or write it on a big piece of paper, and then the next day go back to it. Maybe you think of something else a day or two later, and really take some time to dig into this, because this is really going to help you in your marketing. If you're a blogger, if you're writing content, you want to really specifically hone in on who that person is that you're talking to. So again, it's who, what, where, when, why, and you want to do that for each benefit. So maybe sticking with the health and wellness industry, maybe it's weight loss. That's a popular benefit. Maybe it's energy. Maybe they're just feeling they're working so much, and they don't have enough energy to get through the rest of the day, and they're finding themselves drinking like 20 cups of coffee and like binging on fast food because they just don't have time, right? So maybe that's a benefit. Maybe they, if you are in sports performance, maybe you're a physical. Maybe you're a trainer at a gym, like a gym trainer, or maybe you're looking to compete in a, you know, a bodybuilding competition and you really want to pack on muscle mass and lean down, right? So maybe that's a category that you're interested in. I'm just kind of throwing some ideas out there, but that's just to get you thinking. And then what I want you to do is, you know, take the next couple days until on Saturday's training video, jot down as many ideas as you can. And then what we're going to do, we're going to take that and we're going to drill down a little bit more, and to really take that and hone in on what your specific niche or target audience is in Saturday's training video. So I hope this was really valuable for you. If it was, drop me a 5 in the comments below. Give me a high 5, and share within the community here who, you know, if you're having problems or ideas coming up with them, drop them in the comments, and maybe we can get some engagement going, and sharing. People have some other ideas as you're working through this exercise. So I hope this was value for you guys today. If it was, share it with your network marketing team, and stay tuned on Saturday's video when I talk about, you know, building out your niche and your target audience. So I hope you have a great rest of your week, and we will talk on Saturday. Bye, guys.